Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here today. Today is September 24th, 2024. And in this video, I am bringing you a word that I wrote down this morning while I was in worship. So I will do that at the end. I've got a prepping item over here that I have seen for so long that I finally thought, okay, I'll buy it. I'll buy it and see how it works. It's pretty cool. Okay. There's a little story with it, but I'll show you that in just a second. As far as the world is concerned, things feel very much like another contraction is coming on. The the parallel to giving birth, that something, y'all, if the tensions are rising, there are escalations on, it feels like, on the domestic front, on the political front, on the world front. It's all, there's just a lot of news all of a sudden. Remember how we kind of went for a few weeks without nothing? And then all of a sudden, boom, now we've got these Venezuelan gangs, and then we've got this strike at the ports, and we have deployments of our military going to the Middle East. We have long-range missiles being approved, being shot into Russia, deep into Russia. Russia is being informed on their water bills how to respond to a radiation event, aka nuclear attack. And most Americans, it feels like, are just sitting around going, hey, what's on Netflix tonight? I don't know what. I mean, I know we can't be running around like crazy, but still, is it? I know because I read your comments. I'm feeling the same way. You're with people and you're like, "Are you seeing what I'm seeing?" And you're like, "No, you're not. Y'all aren't seeing what I'm seeing." Speaking of seeing, okay, now y'all, I had a viewer say, I don't know. I don't know why this is. I had a viewer tell me, wow, for such a small place, it seems like y'all have a lot of excitement going on. And I'm like, yeah, well, maybe lately we have, or maybe it's just the way we look at everything, because there's nothing else happening here. Where I live in the panhandle of Texas, in a very small town, we have one restaurant, tacos and beer, and I mean, if you don't look around like you would, there's not, so everything feels exciting to us. But I will say there has been a lot of excitement this summer. One thing that happened yesterday that was very odd. I'm washing dishes at my kitchen sink. I was looking out over the draw, and I could see at the we have this like bridge thing that goes over the draw. The draw is just a low-lying area. On the plains where I live, where it's flat, but the draw is, there used to be water that ran through there, but there hasn't for a long time unless it rains a lot. But so there's this bridge thing that goes over it. I saw a man walking. Granted, y'all, this is a 2-lane farm to market road, all right? A man walking with one of those yellow vests on, like, warning vests, like y'all know what I'm saying. Like, don't run over me, I'm wearing this vest. He's walking along this farm to market road. I think, well, that's odd, because not only is he walking, he's carrying a camera, and he's stopping and he's taking pictures out over the prairie, pictures this way out over the prairie. I thought, why are you doing that? What are you doing? My house looks out over, it's the last house on the city, inside the city limits. Just right across from me is the county. So there's, like, believe me, if you've seen any of the videos, there's nothing out there but cows. So I'm like, what is this man doing? And he walks all the way up into town. Okay. And I'm like, that's weird. Taylor, my daughter, comes home. She said, Mama, did you see that man taking pictures? I said, what's he taking pictures of? She said, well, he was taking pictures of these barns, and he's taking pictures of these trees, and he's taking pictures of the farm to market road. And I said, with a camera or with his phone? She said, like a big camera with a big lens thing. And I thought, who is this, and what is he doing? That's what I thought. Well, I thought he probably left, but I looked back out, and there he is. He's walking down by the bridge. So I thought, well, heck, I'm going to go ask him. What are you taking pictures of? So I go out there, And y'all, I got a video. Oh, I nearly grabbed my phone, but my phone's right here. I have a video of it. I went out there. It's not good enough to make public. I went out. He was way far from me, but enough where I hollered and he turned and acknowledged me. And I said, "Hey, hey." I said, what are you doing? What are you taking pictures of?" And he didn't say anything. I said, "What are you taking pictures of? Like, are you deaf?" I mean, now granted, we were a long way away and it was windy. All the cows beside me started taking off running, so I created kind of a stampede with the cows, except for one, and I'll get back to that one in just a second. But that man just turned and I said, "Hey." I mean, like, he started walking away from me. I said, "Hey, who are you with? What are you taking? Why are you taking pictures?" I was shouting like this at him. He turned and said, "Engineer." As if that's enough information to satisfy me, because it is not. I thought, engineer, and I thought, where is his work truck? What? Engineer for what? We're in the middle of nowhere in a little town that matters not, on a little road that matters. What is this? There was one pickup parked out kind of way off the road. And I thought, engineer. So I watch him for a while and I video him. And when cars come, he is taking pictures of cars coming down the farm to market road and leaving, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, this is just stinking weird. I said, "Who are you working with?" And he turned and took a picture of me. Turned with his camera, click. That's what it looked like to me. Now, I'll give you, I may be wrong, but it looked like that's what he did. And I thought, well, you little dweeb, what am I going to do? I'm going to pinch your head off. That's what I wanted to say. But, I mean, if he would have been my kid, that would have, I mean, you know what I'm saying. My mama was coming out. I was like, bring it. Come on, bring it. Y'all, I'm barely over 5 feet. I don't scare anybody. So I went back home. I told Taylor. Taylor's like, "Mom, what are you doing?" And I said, I want to know what he's doing. I have every right to do that with him taking a picture. And she said, "Mom, you're going to get us on a hit list. That's what you're going to do. You're going to get us all killed. That's what you're going to." I said, "I'm not going to get us all killed." I said, "I have every right to ask him." I said, "What would Nancy Drew do?" Because we've been reading Nancy Drew. She said, "Well, Nancy would have gone and done exactly what you did." And I just said, "Yeah, well, my inner Nancy Drew came out. All right, so give me a break." So anyway, we got to watch him. And what we have concluded is possibly whatever happened with that big truck wreck, where the trucks hit head on with each other, and those silage trucks, and that man was airlifted. I don't think he lived. And the burning and the explosions and everything. I'm wondering if it's some kind of insurance thing. I don't know. I don't know if the road, I don't know. But that might have been what it is. But I don't think an engineer would have been doing that. So we'll leave that as it is, and I'm sure there'll be more activity down there. Maybe he was out there till 8 o'clock. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe legit. There's probably a legitimate reason that he is out taking pictures of this in the middle of freaking nowhere farm to market road and the barns that are by the side of the road. I'm sure there's a legitimate reason. That man just wouldn't come talk to me and tell me. No, he would not. So if he's out today, I might just go back down there and say, "Hey, what is your name?" Write it down. Who is your manager? Write it down. What company do you work with? That's kind of where I'm at. All right, now what time is it? Oh, yeah, I'm just babbling on, y'all. Let me show you what I got. Because I think like this is a more robust lighting system, solar, than those little light bulbs. I love the little light bulbs, and they work wonderfully. But this will light, the cone of light goes out more, all right, clearly. Now, so I bought 2 of these. One came working and one didn't. So I did not go through the hassle of sending the one back. It's just not worth it. These are $30 each, all right? So you may not want to spend that much. Now, these are, now I don't know all of the ins and outs of all the perks that this does, but I do think it's motion sensor, but it also comes with this little cheap remote. But the solar panel that comes with this, and this hooks into the solar panel right here. I did not want to remove the solar panel and show you because I have it positioned just the way I want it. I didn't want to wreck that. But I do keep this charging all the time. This plugs into the solar panel, which is quite a bit more robust than those little light bulbs, just a single light bulb. Now then, I'm going to show you, these move, these little side panels, so you can adjust the area that is lit, which I like that. This is metal, so I think, well, y'all, it may be plastic. It may be a plastic. Let's just say it's plastic, and then if you get it and you think, oh no, that's metal, then you feel good about your purchase. But it comes with zip ties and screws, and you can hook it on to whatever on your ceiling, and you have a nice cone of light. I'm going to show y'all because I'm going to turn it on with the, look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look, it's pretty, it's bright. I mean, I don't want to blind y'all. Okay, I'm going to turn it towards the phone. So hide your eyes. It's like, boop. I mean, that's not bad. That's good light. Y'all, that's really good light. So, I mean, come on. There you go. I can be reading with this. I can be writing. I can be eating my food. I can be making my food. So this is good. Y'all, I'm happy with this purchase for $30. Once again, I was disappointed that one did not work, but one did. So there, you just turn it off with the battery. It also has modes. Let's see if that works. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, it has modes. Oh. So you can make it dimmer or stronger. Here's mode 4. Oh, dang. You can like do surgery under this light. Okay, so yeah. So it has the different modes. I'm not even sure. It has certain numbers on here. So you'd have to read what all the different things that the remote does. There's the remote. I don't know if you're able to see that. I don't know if that's focusing well. But that's what it looks like. It's cheap. This remote is super cheap. Comes with batteries that are weird. I've never seen that brand before. No surprise there. But I do like the remote, and I like that it can hang high, and I can just go zippity-doo-dah and turn it on, That's what I like. Okay, so that is the prepping item, and I really do hope that during Amazon Prime Days, they have those on sale, because I would buy some more for sure. The gamble of, is it going to come broken? Is it going to come fixed? I mean, it's just the world we're living in right now. World we are living in. Is that man going to tell me what company he works for? Is he even going to acknowledge that I am a person that needs to be talked to and not turned from? That is the question. Oh my word. We're living in the Great Decline. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, yeah, I forgot about that. All right, here we go. I'm going to read this to you. Okay. This is September 24th, 2024. I was visiting, praying with the Lord. I get up early and do that every day. Sing, pray, read the Bible, visit with Jesus. Y'all do it too. And I'm just going to stop right here, y'all. I love when you share what you write in your journals with me. And I know I'm so bad at emailing, but I read it and I see it and I think, wow, that is what I'm hearing in the Lord. And it does make us feel like, I've heard some of y'all say, these videos that we do here, when we all get together like this, it just makes us feel like we're not alone. And I feel that too, especially when you share what you're journaling about, what you're hearing the Lord say to you. It's like, yeah, that's what he's saying to me about the same day, about the same time period. So he's speaking to the children, to the family. We are all the family. So share that. Share your prayer request. I'm inviting you. Share what's on your heart and mind here. We will lift you up. Even like this morning, I went through prayer requests before I began worshiping, just lifting whoever said something in the comment section that was a prayer request or struggle, man, I brought it to the throne as best I know how to do. And I know y'all do too. So if you can respond to those, even if with a heart or prayer emoji or whatever, it just makes the person asking for prayers feel like, yeah, I'm not, I, I've got, so there's somebody out there that hears me. There's somebody out there listening, and there is, and it's God, and it's God in us. So, just putting that out there. Okay, here we go. I was visiting with the Lord. I asked him, is there anything you want me to learn? Is there anything you want to say to me, Lord? He gave me Jeremiah 25:7. You may look that up yourself. Jeremiah 25:7. And I said, now what, Lord? It feels like we're going into another contraction. That's what I said. Sad face. I drew a little sad face. I'm like, it feels heavy right now, Lord. And here's what I heard the Lord say. The kings of the earth shake their fist in my face. Anger and hate, greed and gain is the monster within their hearts. Bloodlust rules their minds. With kings like this, my daughter, the earth quakes in fear and sorrow. Many of my children sense the heaviness of the hour. You find yourselves helpless to combat the powers of the lands. I say to you, breathe in deeply my breath of peace. I'm going to read that again. Breathe in deeply my breath of peace. You see with human eyes, you hear with human ears. It is good to be alert. I tell you the truth, it is even better to hear and see in my spirit. Spend time with me. Even as you struggle with your daily burdens, I gently remind you, speak with me, for I am beside you. I will not leave you. As wars bear down upon you, I will be your lifeline. Hold on to me. There will be little truth in reports of the happenings. Ask me always, is this true, O Lord? Is that real, O Lord? Then pause and listen, for I know the truth. I am the truth. The truth is not ruling the kings of the wars. The enemy is. Look ever unto me. May your gaze never falter, for the serious times you have entered can only be weathered by the unwavering gaze upon me. My love for you never shifts. Hide in the rock of my salvation, for the wars and more wars come now upon the earth. And that was it. That was it. Y'all, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to just say this might be a time. I know Goshen Prepper put out a video yesterday that was very serious about this is the week to get what you need to get. Not that it's not going to be available after, we don't know. But because of this meeting going on at the UN right now, this all-nation meeting, I tend to think this week probably won't be, well, who knows? Who knows? But when that ends, I think it might trigger some events, and that will be towards the end of this week. So take a look at what you might need. Take a look at what you can afford. And if you can't afford it, that's okay. If you can only go afford a 98 cents, oh my gosh, it's not even 98 cents anymore, is it? If you can go afford a $5 small can of tuna, then do so. Then do so. If you can't afford that, one can at a time. One person asked me, how long should I prepare for? And I would just say, begin with a week. Have a week of meals, a week of water. That would be a gallon per person a day. But I figure at 2 gallons a person. That's just, but don't freak out about that. But that's just one of the things you can do. Yeah, a week, and then 2 weeks. Make sure you're rotating your food. So, even if it goes past the best by date, it's probably okay. I mean, it doesn't magically go bad. But, open it up, look at it, smell it. If it looks funny, if it smells funny, throw it away. But, most things in cans are going to last way further, longer than those dates, okay? But you need to decide that for yourself. Those are the kinds of things you can begin with. If you're like, okay, so canned goods, that's so not soaps, soups. Buy soups right now. Buy cans of tuna and protein, chicken, salmon, whatever. Buy beans, cans of beans. Then you get your rice. Buy your rice and your dry goods, a big bulk size of rice and beans. And you figure, okay, a cup of rice per meal. How many cups per bag? I mean, you got to do math. Sorry. I'm sorry. I wish you could prepare without doing math. And believe me, I barely do any of it. I kind of just draw pictures and think, I think that'll be enough. But y'all, it's just a process, slow and steady. What I do when I buy soups, like I've got some soups over here. I don't put all my preps in one place. But when I buy my soups, I think 2 cans of soup per meal for my family. So if I have 20 cans of soup, that's 10 meals, 10 big meals. I can put it over rice. I can put it over beans. I can, add bulk to it to make it sit further in the tummy, last longer as a meal. But so if you want a month's worth of food, I would need, if I could say, if I have 60 cans if I have 60 cans of soup, then that's a month of food to feed my family, a big meal. And then I have oatmeal and cream of wheat, vacuum packed. I buy the boxes, I buy the big circle things, but I put them in a vacuum pack seal bag and I seal it. Maybe I should show you all that. And that's breakfast, y'all. A big meal and a good breakfast, that'll get us through. We can function on that. Is that enough calories? Probably not. But we've got some insulation we can live off of for a little bit. Oh, that's funny. Never go to a skinny doctor. He'll always tell you to lose weight, y'all. So there's your little piece of advice for today. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that made sense. I don't know if it did. But, yeah, do whatever works for you. Just because it works for me may not mean it works for you. So whatever fits you. All right. Stay safe, America. This is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.